Show.
Hello again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us, and the legendary Shaquille O'Neal sitting alongside. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Brooklyn Nets. And taking a look here, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season apiece. Hey, Shaq, this Warriors team can pick you apart from long range with the surgical precision. They can really heat up and hit you from long range. Can this style get them to the finals?
I don't think so, Ernie. Live by the jump shot, die by the jump shot. Studies show that, the longer you play, the longer you go in the series, your legs get tired and percentages go down. So, again, no.
In a word.
No.
That's it from here. Much more to come a bit later. But right now, it's game time. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
Welcome, everyone, to the Golden State, Oakland, California, the home of the Warriors as they prepare for an Eastern Conference opponent right here. The Nets log another stop on their travel schedule in today's matchup. It has not been a dramatic change this season to the performance last year in terms of the record, guys. Every game, though, a chance to get better as a team.
Checking out Brooklyn, they've just never really found their groove this season. I mean, not yet anyway. They're kind of stuck in the middle of the pack right now.
Man, they don't have a lot of time left to find that groove, Clark. That's the problem. I mean, unless things really come together for them soon, I think they're going to stay in kind of that middle of the pack area the rest of the way.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Jaron Williams and Joe Johnson at the 1 and 2. Down low, Kevin Garnett and Brook Lopez. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. Williams gets the bucket.
Nice way for him to get started here early.
And, guys, hopefully a sign of things to come from him here.
Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against San Antonio.
Yeah, they really struggled shooting the ball in that game, but still came away with the win. They obviously had to pick up the slack in a lot of areas, and they did it.
Yeah, and, Steve, I think that says an awful lot about them as a team when they're able to win despite shooting that poorly.
Well, nice way there to get your first basket of the game. Well, David Lee, a two-time All-Star. Over the past 5 seasons, he's averaged about 19 points and over 10 boards a game. Impressive numbers.
Here's Bogdanovich in a 12-point outing in their last game against Phoenix. Shot clock at 5. It's Williams with the drive, takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Williams has got his second bucket of the night. And David Lee, so consistently productive, and yet he's had his critics.
Well, I think part of it is because people tend to focus on what guys can't do sometimes instead of all the things they do. And David Lee gives you consistent production as a scorer, as a finisher, and he's an underrated passer as well. And you know what you're going to get from him every time he steps between those lines. Great effort and pretty consistent production.
It's the Nets now. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Williams against Curry. Shoots from 14. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Now here's Lee. A 17-point game for him in the win against San Antonio. 6 to shoot. That drops.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Williams, here we go. The shot misses. And Golden State will go the other way with it. This game against Brooklyn here, it's their first look at the Nets.
Well, it's their only look at this team all season for these fans, Kevin, with the inter-conference matchup that we have.
Now here's Lee. Good on the shot. Lee's got 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Williams kicks to Bogdanovich. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Steve talking about these interconference matchups. You just don't see these teams all that much. You're not familiar with the rosters as much. And they only get together, as Steve was saying, Clark, just twice a year.
And being the first meeting of that 2-game series you just talked about, the pressure is usually more on the home team to get the job done and not set yourself up to get swept when you visit their place later on.
On the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And a very confident performance offensively, I think. Is really how this team clicks. I mean, when they're communicating and executing, sharing the ball, they're tough to beat.
And, Steve, you got to love that kind of performance on the road. I mean, to be a great team in the NBA, you have to be able to have that kind of performance in the other team's building. Really solid.
Brooklyn with the ball after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Bogdanovich passes to Lopez. 6 on the shot clock. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Brook Lopez managed 17 games last year before needing season-ending surgery on that right foot. That was his 3rd surgery on the foot in less than 2 years. And that's the question now. Can he stay healthy?
And for the Nets last season, it seemed that they found their rhythm as a team once Lopez was out. How could that be?
You know, sometimes you lose a key cog in your offense and in your team, and other guys step up. You change how you're playing, and guys get some confidence. And they're all pros now, so when the opportunity knocks, guys are ready to step into that role and fill the gap. And I think that's what happened.
Brook Lopez hits them both. Early on last year, the Warriors showed that they were going to be a team to make the postseason in the West. Couldn't get the home court advantage, though, and that kind of hurt them.
Yeah, it did. And as dangerous as their team is in the playoffs with the shooting ability they have, they're much better if they could have gotten that extra game at Oracle Arena.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Curry attacking. Again, Golden State.
That extra game would matter in the end. Last postseason, the Warriors lost to the Clippers in a back-and-forth Game 7.
Now Williams, 11 points last game. Lopez, right side. And back by Bogut. Johnson against Curry. Iguodala dishes to Thompson. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Well, the Warriors expected and hoped to go farther than the first round of the playoffs, but you have to give them a lot of credit for playing the Clippers as tough as they did, considering they were down multiple centers during that series.
Curry kicks to Bogut. It's Iguodala with the drive. Bogut says a screen for Iguodala. And it's Thompson again missing.
He tried that leaner, and to me, it probably got him off balance a little bit. Probably should have gone straight up.
Williams kicks to Lopez. Johnson at the elbow. He feeds it to Garnett. Garnett left side. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Warriors leading by 5. Curry passes to Bogut. On the wing, Thompson from downtown, and he gets the bucket. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Nets have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Williams dishes to Johnson. Lopez, a screen on Thompson. Johnson kicks to Garnett. Back to Johnson. From the wing. KG. That's good. Garnett's got his first 2 points of the night. Here, 14 points from him the last game against San Antonio.
Yeah, he picked his spots in that game, too, Kevin, because I thought he not only did a nice job scoring, but setting up his teammates as well.
Now here's Iguodala. Back to Curry. Here's Lee. Brooklyn with the rebound. Garnett's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
Yeah, and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
It's stolen by Curry. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. With the teardrop. That's good. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
And especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That pushes this lead up instead of going the other way.
Johnson can't get it to go.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Lee, a screen on Williams. It's Curry with the drive, pushing their lead to double digits. And now it's a 10-point Warrior lead. Timeout called the Nets.
Well, Andrew Bogut possesses really great size and above-average athleticism, but I really think it's his basketball IQ that sets him apart. He's got outstanding instincts, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Lopez. Karolinko comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Joe Johnson. You talk about Bogut's IQ of the game. Steve, a great passer offensively.
He is. He's one of those guys who has a good feel for the game. He sets good screens. He understands angles. He's got a lot of veteran tricks about him. You know, things that maybe the referees don't catch. So a guy who can really help your team win.
Releases. The shot by Curry, no good.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
And Jack, here we go. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Can't hit from in close. Warriors leading by 8. Curry passes to Thompson. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Here's the 3. Here's Lee. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
The offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layups. Earn it from the line.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a start for them.
Well, looking at this
With the right.
I'm glad you.
Yeah, one thing about Steve, he is observant. You know that. He doesn't miss much.
Now here is Jack. Just 5 on the clock. Off his foot, and it's whistled a kick. Spates checked in for David Lee.
Maurice Spates.
It's 6. Warriors with the rebound.
And David Lee is great playing off the ball in the pick and roll. He really is one of the very best at that particular skill. He can put it on the deck, handles it in many ways like a guard in 6-7 dribble situations, and with his passion he can punish the defense for trying to help and double team him.
Here's Livingston, an easy layup after coming off the pick. Livingston's got his first basket of the night.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you talk about Lee's versatility. He can score with his back to the basket or facing up. A real triple threat from the high post.
Mirza Teletovic, in his 3rd season out of Bosnia, you know, he once led the EuroLeague in scoring, and he loves to shoot. When he gets the ball, don't expect the pass. This guy is letting it fly.
First one falls for him. And Teletovic improving his shooting percentages last season.
I thought he really gained comfort in the NBA game, which wasn't a surprise, Kevin. Your second year, that's normally when that happens. Became an excellent stretch 4, 3-point shooting specialist. And, you know, ideally you put him with a really defensive-minded pivot man because he's not a great defender.
And so Teletovic nails both of them. Even though the Nets staged a great comeback last season, you have to wonder if they'll view what they did as a disappointment.
Well, they did bring in some big-name stars, but still ended up, I think, right in the middle of the playoff pack in the East, and perhaps fell a little short of what they hoped to accomplish last season.
Thompson with the bucket.
It's really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Outside Jack.
And for most teams, that would be good enough, being in the middle of the pack. What the Nets did last year, but they've been trying to climb into that elite tier in the East, and it didn't happen.
Here is Livingston. Thompson from long range. No good. 1:58 left to play in the first quarter. Jack dishes to Williams. They set the pick. The pass to Teletovic. Back to Williams. On deep. No luck. And Golden State will come the other way.
You know, moving up in the conference, and Brooklyn's window, to me, might be closing as it relates to making that jump, because they've had to trade away future assets to close the talent gap with the top teams, and that's put them in a tough spot going forward.
Now Green after the missed 3 from Darren Williams. Livingston no luck. Jack against Thompson. Williams with a clean look and a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. And that's now 9 points for Williams. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Jarrett Jack, a versatile combo guard. Guard 1s or 2s. He's 6'3", but very strong, so he's able to defend shooting guards pretty well.
Chance here now to see how the Nets ranked in the NBA last season. 4th in steals, 11th in three-point field goal percentage, and they were in the top half of the league in lowest opponent scoring as well. This is a team that has shown improvement defensively, and they feel like they're not done yet.
Still, I think the key to their team was the steals that you talked about, because they were a team that put a lot of pressure on the offense. They got out and played the passing lane, tried to force turnovers, and when they did, they usually converted those into points at the other end, and that's one of the reasons they were pretty good.
A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there. You talk about Jarrett Jack's versatility. He can play on or off the ball.
Yeah, he's really rock solid. Gives you everything you want in a combo, starting or backup guard. He's a good spot-up shooter. When he has the ball in his hands, he can get in the lane. He creates for others. And I like his fearlessness as well.
Tries again. And that one's good.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
Livingston kicks to Spates. Nobody near Barnes. Teletovic grabs the board.
Nobody anywhere close to him. Where's the defense? He's got to make that shot, though.
Kirilenko the pass to Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now just a 5-point Warrior lead.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Here's Thompson. Sinks the 15-footer. Thompson's got 12 in the game. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Warriors lead by 7. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California.
On tap next Monday, November 17th. Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls take on Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers. Live from Los Angeles. Be there.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
And I'm just so impressed with the long-range shooting. You know, they have really lit it up from outside.
Yeah, the sharp shooting from deep, a big part of their lead, and they're playing with confidence and shooting it well.
Nets trail by 7. Pulling out the wings, it's Iguodala and Barnes. Maurice Spates out there with Draymond Green, and it's Curry in at the 1. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Kirilenko with the screen for Johnson. There's the pick, and Jack, here we go. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Jack's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Nets. Johnson against Iguodala. Pass to Barnes. Curry kicks to Barnes. Clock at 4. Lets it go from deep. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Gentlemen, Steph Curry's such an incredible outside shooter. He makes impossible shots look easy. Draymond Green said he expects those shots to go in. He said, I'm, quote, amazed when he doesn't make it. Nonetheless, it's still amazing. I guess that's a contradiction. I'm used to seeing it, but it never gets old. Kevin, I bet we can agree with that.
No doubt, Doris. One of the best shows in basketball. Thank you. That's good from Johnson. Well, Joe Johnson, a 14-year veteran. Most of our fans remember him back in Phoenix, probably the 4th best player on that team. Steve, just go back to that time. I mean, just scary.
Well, if the Suns could have kept him, you think about what might have been. That was a team that came very close for 4 or 5 years to being a championship team, but never got to the finals. So Johnson moved on to Atlanta, where he became an all-star. And you always wonder what might have been in Phoenix.
Now, here's Curry. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. Nobody near Barnes. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds tonight. Jack dishes to Johnson. Jack against Curry. Back to Johnson. Johnson right side. Passes to Bogdanovich. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Lee's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Curry passes to Lee. He dishes it to Barnes. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Nets ball.
At this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. Number 5, the Warriors.
Yeah, it was an impressive campaign for their big men, and I thought the whole team did a really nice job of getting bodies on people and really boxing out.
Nets trail by 3. And Jack kicks to Kirilenko. Left side, Kirilenko. Back to Jack. Pulls up from the corner, and he hits the jump shot. Jack's got 6. The Warriors shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Curry kicks to Lee. The baseline jumper goes down. 9 points in the game so far. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Kicks it to Plumlee. Pass to Bogdanovich. Jack with a screen on Barnes. Kirilenko dishes to Jack. The Nets working the ball around now. Lets it fly from 18. Johnson can't hit.
Great defensive anticipation there to challenge that shooter.
Green with a screen for Curry. Barnes passes to Lee. Almost, but it rolls out. Nets trail by 3. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here is Jack. He's got 6. The pass to Bogdanovich. Feeds it to Kirilenko. Releases. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Curry's got his 4th rebound in this one. He kicks to Iguodala. It's stolen by Jack. In transition, here come the Nets. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the hit.
That's how you do it. The bump and the bucket.
Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Golden State. Brook Lopez is checked in for Brooklyn. Garnett comes in for Andre Kirilenko. The Nets have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
And you look at the numbers from a year ago, guys. This is a club that hit about 75% of its free throws.
Now here's Iguodala. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Bogut kicks to Curry. Back to Bogut. It's Curry with the drive. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Boy, it was really good to see Andrew Bogut healthy last season, and he reminded everybody, when he's right, he's a live, active body, a significant presence defensively. He's able to play above the rim, and he even showed he could finish alley-oops with regularity.
And he can't get the first one. And Bogut signed to a 3-year, $36 million extension by the Warriors. Steve, you're going to see that firsthand going into last season.
Yeah, I mean, great defensive centers command a premium. So, I mean, to me, that's a good contract. Bogut has changed this Warrior club from a defensive and rebounding and attitude standpoint. Been a big part of this club the last couple of years.
Nets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Lopez, a screen on Curry. And Jack kicks to Bogdanovich. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. The jump hook, and he gets it to go. And the Nets lead by 1.
You know, he's got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered.
Curry kicks to Lee. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 11 points for David Lee.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Shaq with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Jack dishes to Lopez. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
You know, Brook Lopez is a devastating scorer from the right block, and at his size, it's really tough to bother that shot. And really it comes down to whether he makes it or not. And most of the time he makes it.
And for Brook Lopez, the next evolution of his game is improving as a passer from the low block.
Yeah, you know, you have to punish teams for double teaming. And that's how you go from star to superstar, making your teammates better. Lopez has continued to evolve. Hopefully he can stay healthy this year. That's the main thing.
Brook Lopez hits them both.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Lee, a screen on Jack. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Launches it. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here's Bogdanovich. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Dishes it to Jack. Johnson outside. Back to Jack. Clock at 6. Pass to Bogdanovich. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Johnson attacking, and it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's foul number 2 on him. It might not warrant sitting him entirely, but you know, another one before halftime, they could be in some trouble.
Lopez passes to Jack. And again, it's the Nets missing. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. In the corner, Iguodala with it. There's the 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists in the game. Curry against Jack. Passes to Bogdanovich. Can't get it to go. And Golden State will come the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Barnes with it. A 14-point game for him in the win against San Antonio. And Lee with the stuff.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
And Jack kicks to Bogdanovich. To the wing on the left. Here's Lopez. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Lopez has got 6 in the quarter.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And at this point of the game, always important to stay focused. And while the coach goes over the game plan, these players are getting a much-needed chance to rehydrate and refuel with Gatorade. And guys, we know the drill well, all 3 of us drinking the Gatorade too.
Yeah, no question. Right. I mean, Kevin, people have no idea the fatigue that can set in during a telecast. And so it's important for us to stay hydrated all game long.
Clark, you're always hydrated.
Yeah, I try to be, but it's usually with a combination of H2O and Gatorade.
I love Gatorade. And look at Steve, he has the Gatorade shirt on.
Yeah, he's really immersed in the Gatorade.
Yeah, gotta love it.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Well, the Warriors taking strides to enhance their player development. They bought a D-League team and moved it to nearby Santa Cruz.
And that team actually played in the D-League Finals in the championship game, lost to Fort Wayne. That's enabled their younger players, though, that D-League team, to practice with the NBA teammates, and that's got to be a positive.
And the Nets making a change here. Williams has checked in. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Lionel Hollins gave to his team during that last break. He's looking for some old-fashioned offense right now. He wants the pick and roll to be the centerpiece of their game plan at that end of the floor. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Now here's Lee, following the miss by Brook Lopez. Shot clock at 5. From deep, Iguodala. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Well, the big thing for the Warriors, they've done a good job the last couple of years creating a culture of work. Players sticking around in the summer, younger players working hard, working together to get better, and it's really affected the organization in a positive way.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass. His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
And yet, guys, despite the investment the Warriors have made in player development and buying draft picks, they're still looking for more consistency from their bench guys. Work to be done there.
Here's Bogdanovich. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Buries it from three-point range.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Warriors leading by 3. Curry attacking wide at the free throw line. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Curry's got 15 points. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Curry against Williams. Johnson, that's for 2. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter. Curry dishes to Lee. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And Lee with the stuff.
That's how to make your mark on the boards, with an emphatic finish.
Oh, Clark, he was savage on that second opportunity.
Yeah, those are the types of possessions that are really demoralizing for a defense, guys.
Here's Bogdanovich, and stolen by Barnes. To the middle, here's Iguodala.
Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. The Warriors making the shot. Lopez, a screen on Barnes. 6 to shoot. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
Bogut kicks to Curry. Lee sets a screen for Curry. And another basket for Golden State.
A very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
Outside Williams. Lopez, a screen on Curry. The 3 from Johnson. Rebound by Lee. Lee's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Curry attacking. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Darren Williams.
Well, Steph Curry, of course, deadly from outside the arc. But last season he tried to improve his ability to get to the rim. In fact, he significantly increased his points in the paint last year.
And for Curry improving his driving ability, he already had the handles, but he tried to work on his strength to ward off contact.
And Kevin, you know, film study is also playing a role in that progression and development. And he not only improved his finishing ability inside, he also got to the line more often, a result of being more confident in his strength.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Green comes in for David Lee. Klay Thompson is checked in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Andre Iguodala.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
Warriors leading by 9. Livingston passes to Green. There's the dish to Livingston. Just 5 on the clock. Curry with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. And the wide open shot from Green. Here's Spates. Rebounded by the Nets. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Johnson dishes to Williams. Back to Johnson. He feeds it to Kirilenko. Plumlee in the post. Guarded by Spates. They get it back. The shot by Kirilenko, no good.
And are they ever working inside? Good job on the glass.
Excellent job on the glass, Steve. I agree. I mean, they're battling in there. They're fighting, they're scrapping, they're clawing, and they're getting the job done.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Williams kicks to Plumlee. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Warriors leading by 9. Livingston passes to Thompson. He dishes it to Curry. Fires it up. A nice jump shot from the top of the key. Curry's got 23.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Outside Williams. Plumlee sets the pick for Williams. Pass to Johnson. Shoots it up. And the shot is long. Here is Livingston. Here's Curry. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we finished one half of basketball. Warriors ahead. They're up by 11. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of those intangibles you always look to.
All right, Doris, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
How about Steph Curry in this one? He has 23 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
Some of these passes have been absolutely beautiful.
Whichever palm I'm holding, wanna leave you frozen. I'm up and nodding, dozing, I'm grinding, Jack.
Nets trail by 11. Kicking off the second half, here's Lionel Hollins 5. Down low, Kevin Garnett and Brook Lopez. Jaron Williams and Joe Johnson at the 1 and 2. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. Now here's Johnson. And Garnett misses.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. That is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
Now here's Curry after the miss from Kevin Garnett. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
And now look at Stephen Curry here. Great year for him last year. Last year averaged 24 points a game, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. They've been able to count on him to run the show offensively, which he's done with his sensational passing.
Yeah, he's been setting them up with a lot of easy baskets, room service dimes. We call them, one great look after another coming off of his pass.
The shot's good from Lopez.
The hook was what he needed to get that one over the defense. When you get it up quick, it's almost impossible to block.
Lee, a screen on Williams. Curry dishes to Lee. He's looking for Bogut and finds him. Knocks down the 10-footer. Bogut's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway.
Brooklyn Nets going all in last season, a record $89 million in luxury tax payments, on a mission to win a championship. Of course, it didn't happen, but the question is, where do they go from here?
Now here's Williams. 13 points in the game. And the call will be against Darren Williams. That's foul number 2 for him.
Great defense. He anticipated the play and got there first.
Yeah, I think he got there in time. Nice play.
Warriors leading by 11.
And, you know, for the Nets, between their trades with the Hawks and the Celtics, they've actually traded away most of their draft picks through 2018. So, you know, what you see is pretty much what you're going to get with this group.
Now here's Curry. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. You remember the Nets owner guaranteed a title within 5 years. That's this postseason. Said if he failed, he'd punish himself by, Steve, getting married.
I'm sure his future wife appreciates that comment. Yeah, really. I don't know. Maybe he's a romantic at heart, Kevin. Or maybe not.
At the line for 2.
What a way to get your marriage started.
Yes.
Well, as you know, there are polls for just about everything in sports. Last year, Steph Curry was actually voted as the most trustworthy player in the league.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. You talked about trust in Steph Curry. It seemed he was able to trust his ankles a bit more last year.
Yeah, that had been a big concern. Repeated ankle sprains. Part of the reason the Warriors were able to sign him to such a bargain extension. But when healthy, clearly an all-star and all-league player.
Now here's Williams. 13 points in the game.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
Yeah, that's what's paved the way for them to build this big lead, no question.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Coach Lionel Hollins helped define the Grizzlies' grit and grind style and was asked if he'd replicate it with the Nets. He said, quote, "We're going to be aggressive and tough. We'll play together and never quit. But how our style will be is up to the group. The key is creating a system that fits them and allows them to excel." Kevin, back to you.
As a coach, you've got to adopt your talent, Doris. Thanks. Here's Iguodala. Darren Williams picking up that last basket. 5 to shoot. Curry kicks to Bogut. The pass to Lee. And that misses everything.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane.
Here's Garnett. That's good, and Johnson with the assist.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
And the basket by Curry.
Lee with a solid pick that time.
Here's Williams. 15 points in the game. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
He did not look too happy about some of the things he saw on the court. So I would expect some changes here.
I think it's the right move, quite honestly. I mean, they just didn't look sharp or at their best out there. So take the timeout and give yourself a chance to regroup.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Jack's checked in. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message Lionel Hollins was giving to his team. He touched on his desire to see them make heavy use of the pick and roll for the rest of the game. Keep setting those screens, fellas. Those were his exact words. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Williams passes to Lopez. Williams kicks to Bogdanovich. Jack with it. Picked up by Thompson. 6 to shoot. Here's Bogdanovich.
He's their top rebounder. He's doing an excellent job on the glass today.
Well, I tell you what, I love the effort he's shown on the boards today, Steve. It's been fantastic.
Now here's Curry. Bogut dishes to Iguodala. Back to Bogut. shot is off. Good D by Lopez. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Williams passes to Garnett. Lopez outside. Here's Bogdanovich. And the Nets miss again.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Thompson for three. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Lopez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Jack, here we go. And again, it's the Nets missing. Warriors leading by 13. Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry. From deep, Iguodala. Rejected by Lopez. On the wing, Williams. Garnett with the screen for Williams. Kicks it to Garnett. It's stolen by Bogut. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Thompson with it. Now Jack defending. Iguodala dishes to Curry. Feeds it to Thompson. The three. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 5 assists tonight.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Jack passes to Williams. Lopez a screen on Curry. Lopez a screen. Back to Jack. Looking to end the drought. Shot's good. Jack's got 12.
This is great. 3-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Well, Steve Jarrett-Jack, after a season with the Warriors that saw him come in third in voting for 6th Man of the Year, struggling mightily in year 1 of his contract with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, I mean, all around, probably the worst season of his career. You look at the shooting efficiency below the league average for the first time ever for Jack, but sometimes when you make a move to a new team, the different surroundings, the different teammates, it doesn't work out as well as you'd hoped.
Barnes is checked in for the Warriors. The Nets also changing it up. Plumlee comes in for Brook Lopez. And Kirilenko's subbed in for Kevin Garnett.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability. And for Jack last season, his assist fell too. Traded away by the Cavs to free up cap space. He's excited about his new surroundings and looking to rebound from last season.
Now here's Williams. 15 points in the game. Here's Bogdanovich. And the Nets, another three.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Outside Curry. Lee kicks to Curry. For rebound by the Nets. Plumlee's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Jack with 2 years left on his deal, a team option for a 3rd, now in his 30s. I expect him to bounce back. He's too good a player to continue to struggle like he did last season.
Well, I agree. Not only is he a good player, he's a quality guy, too.
5 to shoot. Williams' shot is off.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
Brooklyn with the ball. After the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Dishes to Jack. Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's the 3. Warriors with the rebound. And here is Curry. He's got 29 points. And a wide open look for Iguodala. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 assists here tonight. Nets trail by 15. Now here's Williams. Outside Jack. Back to Williams. Passes it to Bogdanovich. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Bogdanovich has got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the Nets. And Thompson kicks to Barnes. To the wing on the left. Lee with the ball. Now Kirilenko defending. Lee goes in, and he converts the layup. Lee's got 17 now.
And his stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
Jack dishes to Plumlee. Right wing. Kirilenko with a screen on Iguodala. Williams passes to Bogdanovic. And the Nets, another three.
That's 12 straight points coming off three-pointers. I mean, somebody do something defensively.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, who's going to step up? They're rolling out there now, so you got to get in their chest, make them uncomfortable, and try to deny those looks.
Nets trail by 13. And Jack kicks to Plumlee. And now Williams inside. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Right side, Lee. Curry's shot is off.
You know, Golden State historically has always been a dangerous offensive team, but it's really their defensive improvement that triggered their elevation into the upper echelon of the NBA now.
And so it's Brooklyn with it after the miss from Stephen Curry.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
No luck. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And the defensive improvement for Golden State has kind of been piece by piece. They've had the right strategy and motivation, certainly from the coaching staff. And obviously, Steve, a healthy Andrew Bogut has helped.
Yeah, I'm just impressed with what they've done the last couple of years in terms of their attitude, their personnel, the mindset to become more defensive-minded and a much better rebounding club as well.
Now Thompson following Jared Jack's three-point attempt.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
You got that right. I mean, he'll do it from three-point land or anywhere on the perimeter, really, because he is a deadly shooter. You've got to do a better job defensively.
Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Nets trail by 11. Williams dishes to Kirilenko. Iguodala with the steal. Curry against Williams. It's Curry with the drive. Well, folks, tonight a great rebounding game we're watching in progress. And now, with that in mind, let's take a look at the all-time record for rebounds in a single game. How about Wilt Chamberlain with 55 rebounds back on November 24th, 1960.
And that's a record that I'd always thought would stand forever. No one's come close to it for decades.
First free throw is good.
One of the things the Nets did last year that was pretty impressive, they found value in a number of players who had been overlooked by other teams in the league.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Lee. Draymond Green comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. He hits both from the stripe. With the Nets, they did make strong role players out of guys that Steve didn't seem to be on anyone's radar.
Well, it gave them a lot of flexibility over the summer in terms of what they wanted to do personnel-wise. You can never discount how much that can shape the future of a franchise.
Here's Teletovic. Drains it from beyond the arc. Teletovic has got 7.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
So it's the Warriors now. At one point, they led by 16. Curry, a screen on Jack. Livingston kicks to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. 38 points for Steph Curry.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
Back to Johnson. The 15-footer off on that one. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Warriors lead by 13. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California.
Friday, November 14th, Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs take on Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers. Live from Los Angeles. Be there.
Warriors leading by 13. Livingston and Curry are the guard set. Barnes and Green the forward tandem. And it's Spates in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Now Jack. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's blocked by Curry. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal.
Maurice Spates, a big man with a nice shooting touch. Last season, an uptick in three-point attempts for him. And that might be a good move, developing his shot outside the arc. The three and the way the game is played now is much more valuable than the long two-point shot.
That's good from Stephen Curry. And Mo Spates, a backup big for Florida during their second NCAA title in 07.
And he declared for the draft in 2008. He's taken 16th overall. He's been a solid rotation player throughout his career. He could probably improve a little bit defensively, but offensively, he's got the ability to score out there, both inside and out.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
You know, this Golden State team is clearly on the rise, but they're not without weaknesses. A bad turnover differential and free throw differential, both things that have plagued this team.
Now the feed to Johnson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And you look at the free throw disparity for the Warriors, not the most surprising stat. They're more of a jump shooting team than a slashing team. But if you're going to settle for jump shots, you can't also turn it over at a high rate. I think that's where they have to improve.
And Steph Curry, an all-star starter last season, but he also led the league in turnovers, Clark, with over 4 a game.
Well, the other side of that coin is he did set a career high in assists as well, but there's no question when you talk about him solidifying his place among the elite point guards in the league, the turnover numbers have to come down, and I'm sure he'll work on that. Joe Johnson is also sometimes called ISO Joe because of his ability to produce buckets going one-on-one. There's nobody better in that situation in terms of creating the shot with ease and never shying away from the big moment.
And Johnson drops them both.
And you talk about Johnson's ability to get his shot off. 6'7", huge frame for a two-guard. And with his ball handling ability, he can really create space for himself.
And that one's good.
He's playing with an edge here, playing extremely well offensively here in the second half.
Garnett with the screen for Jack. Garnett outside. Back to Jack. Green with the block. Plumlee the pass to Garnett. Goes back up. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Curry dishes to Livingston. Here's Bogut. Toledovich grabs the board. And Johnson's so smooth, Clark, but Joe, his size and strength, sometimes it seems like he could do more to press the issue and draw foul.
Well, I'm not going to be overly critical. This guy is terrific as a one-on-one isolation player. Used to average over 5 free throws a game, but that number has declined. But that may be more a function of him maturing in his career and picking the spots to be aggressive and not wanting to draw contact.
Spates kicks to Livingston. Jack with it. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
He kicks to Teletovic. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Jack's got 3 assists now in this one.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Of course, they have to stay hot, but if they do, I think you're right, Clark, particularly if they can convert defense into offense. Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Curry passes to Livingston. Bogut dishes to Curry. Spates with a screen on Jack. Shot clock at 6. And Curry, here we go. Some solid defense from Johnson.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
There's the 3. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Johnson against Curry. Livingston kicks to Bogut. The dish to Curry. To the wing on the left. Spates. Shot is no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And that is good.
He's just going to punish you on the glass. And it's pretty deflating right now when you're trailing and you continue to give up second chance baskets.
To the paint. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Warriors?
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
And they continue to knock down the long-range three-point shot as well.
Some changes for Golden State. Lee comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Thompson in for Steph Curry. And then for Brooklyn, Lopez, he's checked in for Plumlee. And Darren Williams is subbed in for Jarrett Jack. And so Teletovic nails both of them.
100% free throw shooting this half, guys.
Efficiency is so crucial when you're trying to overcome a deficit, Steve.
Here is Livingston. Lee sets a screen for Thompson. No good. Good D by Lopez.
Good sets, good offensive sets are built on solid screens, and that was an example of how you don't want to set a pick.
And here is Williams. He feeds it to Teletovic. Outside Williams. High post shot. And Thompson sends it back. Livingston passes to Thompson.
People knew that he could shoot the ball coming out of college, but I don't think teams knew that Klay Thompson would develop into the dead-eye shooter that he's become. He is a flat-out laser, and he can go to get into zones where he just doesn't miss, whether he's open or well guarded.
Klay Thompson. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, Klay Thompson, the son of former #1 draft pick Michael Thompson, but totally different games. His father was a big man who kind of played inside. Klay, a swing man, just a knockdown shooter from deep.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Mirza Teletovic. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Nets trail by 16. Now here's Johnson. He dishes it to Williams. Pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Williams. Johnson outside. Good as the jump shot falls. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter. And Clay's father, Michael, often his toughest critic, he tells Clay, post those smaller guards up and don't always fade away. I can hear him saying
it. Oh, that's why I'm laughing. Sounds just like Michael, who knew how to handle himself with his back to the goal as a college and pro standout himself.
Green, no luck. The Nets have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Deron Williams has really good size and strength at the point guard spot. And once he gets a step on a guy, it's hard to push him off his line.
And Williams with one of the better post-up games among point guards thanks to his strength.
Yeah, shows that veteran savvy. He can hit you with the fadeaway or get you up in the air and work himself to the foul line. So, this guy's a handful anywhere on the court.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. That one misses.
It appears as though the Nets have basically committed to winning now with the way they've handled contracts and trades, and as good as they are, you do have to wonder about their future.
Livingston dishes to Iguodala. Takes the 13-footer, and that one's good. And the Warriors lead by 15.
With the Nets, as you said, a lot of older players on the roster, and they've had to surrender a lot of picks to get the talent they do have here. I wonder if that may come back to bite them.
And it's off the back rim, no good. Warriors have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. The pass to Livingston. Iguodala kicks to Lee. Feeds it to Livingston. Pass to Thompson. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Nets. Well, for the Nets, Clark, the lack of draft picks most certainly will hamper them at some point. But if they are able to come out of the East and make big noise until then, people I don't think are going to mind.
No, I agree with you there. I mean, it's going to be interesting. They do have the finances despite not having the draft picks, so perhaps they can land a couple of good free agents.
Bogut with a screen on Johnson. Shot off the pick. Misses off the right iron.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But, Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
This one for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Lee's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Now Johnson. Garnett, the screen. And it's Johnson penetrating. Garnett kicks to Lopez. The shot is off. Excellent D here by Iguodala. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
And he has picked it up here in the second half, really lighting it up now.
Nets trail by 15. Williams with the ball. Kicks it to Johnson. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
The height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
Timeout called the Warriors. Curry's checked in for Sean Livingston. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed his team. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Curry kicks to Lee, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
Williams can't get it to go.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just one three-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
Curry against Williams. They double-team Curry. And the Nets with possession here. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
At the line for one.
And that one misses.
And what a game for Thompson. He has 20 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
Well, as long as he's continuing to make them, I think they should make him more of a focal point of this offense.
Warriors leading by 15. Dishes to Curry. Iguodala outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 14 points for Andre Iguodala. Brooklyn's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Timeout called the Nets.
Well, he looks like he wants to toy around with some of their sets and matchups here.
You know, I don't think you can afford to go through a whole game doing the same thing over and over, and you have to be able to adjust on the fly, just like he's doing here.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. 17-point game. Garnett with the screen for Lopez. Lee against Garnett. Williams kicks to Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. Johnson, that's for 2. And it's Johnson again missing. Warriors leading by 17. Here's Curry. Pass to Thompson. He's looking for Bogut and finds him. No luck. Good D by Lopez.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
And that one's good. Johnson's got 10 points here in the second half.
They can always depend on him to put the pass right on the money.
Iguodala with a screen on Williams. Kicks to Bogut. Golden State moving it around. Puts it up. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Iguodala. Thompson's got 5 points in the quarter. Nets trail by 17. Williams kicks to Johnson. Lopez passes to Johnson. And there's the feed to Williams. Here's Bogdanovich. From outside, off the mark. Warriors shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%.
Well, tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. An impressive win for the Warriors.
Agreed, Steve. And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. Clark, I think that was a big part of their success.
I love the way they scored fast break points tonight here. It was a key factor in coming out on top.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And I like what they've done here. Made the plays they had to. That's why they'll be going up 1-0 in their season series against the Nets.
And you have to look back at this and see what a huge game it's been for Curry. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone on his team on offense.
Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Green comes in for Lee. Barnes, who's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Here's a Teletovic is checked in for Garnett. Karolinko comes in for Bogdanovich. Anderson, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Teagan for Darren Williams. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. There's the dish to Barnes. He kicks it to Green. Livingston passes to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Fires top of the key. Outside Teague. It's stolen by Curry. Here is Livingston. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin, here with Andre Iguodala. And what's the key for you guys to have games like you did tonight as you look to the upcoming games?
Just not letting all the outside distractions, get in the way of letting us do what we want to do. So we got to come in, play tough, and guys be ready to play.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, they shut out the noise and just play.
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, Steph Curry.